I love this song. Okay. Now I'm sure some of us here are students, of course, and some of us here are teachers, employees, faculty, respect. And I don't know, but of course, it's just known to be in a job that is horrible, or awful, or bad, or maybe wrong. So that's why I ask, do you think your job stinks? Question. Faculty, students, and friends and strangers, just good morning. No matter how hard, how bad job you are at, I don't think that any one of you guys here have reached my level of job awesomeness. I've been unemployed, not a student for a year, and I've been in so many bad jobs you won't believe how horrible they were. I mean, awful, really awful. Well, of course, there were a lot, but the main big ones, they are the three big, awful jobs, the 3 A's, I call them. The first job, I was a sniffer in a deodorant factory. My job was to smell people 5 days after they use the deodorants. No offense. That was a funny job. The appearance of the people that comes and, sorry, I cannot go in details because it's not appropriate. But anyway, around 2 weeks later of starting that job, I started sensing something funny in my nose, and suddenly I lost all sense of my nose. Seriously, I couldn't smell anymore. I couldn't enjoy coffee or cigarette or whatever. So this guy in the HR department actually dared to release me, to let me go, to fire me. Of course, as soon as I mentioned that my father is a lawyer, bang, big amount of money in front of me so I can keep my mouth shut. But then I was rich for a while, living life as a king. But then I was broke again, looking into personal ads. Then I found a job called HCTD. It refers to Human Crash Test Dummies. I applied and I started working in that company, and I realized that my job is to be a human crash test dummy. I'm supposed to drive cars into the wall and crash it and get paid for it. I mean, seriously, once I rode this Beaver, this BMW 7 Series. It cost around 800,000 riyals, and I crashed it. They didn't shout at me or insurances or anything. They treated me well, and I get paid for it. That was a good job. Of course, I know some guys in the company, we do pranks on each other sometimes, like someone who is sitting and really okay. You know, of course, before you have a crash, psychologically, you better be ready for it. Okay, so he's like, okay, I'm crashing. Oh my God! And we stop the car before it hits the wall. That's not a good feeling because you're ready and suddenly you can't do anything. Or sometimes we take it backwards instead of forward. But I mean, we had fun. But there was this guy. He's really short. He's seriously really short. I mean, no offense for anybody, but he's really short. I mean, you can see his feet on his driving license. He's short as if I only have a head and feet. Nobody. He wanted to join our group, but he's too short to see him anyway when he's talking to us, so he didn't. So he wanted to pull a prank on one of us, and of course, the most jinxed one of the group is me, the unlucky bit. So what he did is, he delayed the ignition time of the airbag, so it would go off 9 seconds after the crash. So I drove, it was my Mazda, 2010, beautiful car. And I hit the wall, and my face slammed into the steering wheel, and the airbag went off, brought me back to the seat. I broke my jaw, a few ribs, but But of course, the seat was just very comfortable. Most of them I didn't feel it. So, of course, sometime soon after that, I quit the job. I thought, maybe this time, I want to have a job that I really love. I want to work with something that I enjoy, not break my bones and be shit. So I said, why not English? I mean, I love English, I talk English fine, right? So I wanted to teach English, but of course I don't have the diploma. Thanks to you guys. But what if I could be an English tutor, English private teacher? Yeah, I'll teach English. I was very excited by it. And of course, guys, we teachers here, you know how it feels to have students who are really brilliant and students who are not. I can bring students who are really smart, I've taught, who are really smart and smarter than me. And I can bring students, it's like almost 20 guys. If I brought all of them together and merged them into one guy, into one head, one brain, I can bring a mouse, a rat, that is smarter than them. Ouch. For an example, this man actually wanted me to teach his son for almost 3 months, 4 months. His son was really brilliant. I mean, his son graduated from high school, top of his class. He got in English from 100, he got 98. And I was like, hey, that's me! I got that grade. I told him, yay! So I was very pumped up. It was 4 months, and I've been teaching him day in and day out. I was calling his father, okay, sir, so when am I supposed to come over? I'm going to get paid around 3 grand. So he said, son, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm not gonna pay you until I see my son talks in English like you. What the? I mean, I've been learning English for almost 14 years. So I quit again. My story here, guys, is don't fight with love your jobs, live in your jobs, don't fight with your bosses, and because you don't know, you might end up in one of my jobs. That's for the people who already have jobs. For the students, I would like to say, اسمع بيرتي تمشي تركز. I'm about to mention some of you things will get offended. It's true, we sound suspended. Don't you want to wake up in the morning وتدور على رزق مؤمن? That is what we all need so we can live in this world, you see. But nowadays it's harder than ever, whether if you're smart, clever, dumb, stupid, or intelligent, it's so irrelevant. It's about خيره، المعرفة، المصلحة، الواسطة. عندي شهادة الساعة، عندك خبرة، أتمناها. It's not right, but that's how it is, so go ahead, start your own business. I know the system ain't fair, بس لسه بلدي فيها خير.